off so I can go to bed. Yeah. Thank you. Catch y'all later. See you, Charles. Huh.
And now, your 5-time defending AFC East champion, Buffalo Bills.
On the Patriots sideline, a look at their head coach. His team at 500, 2-2 through the first 4 games of the season. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Third, they need 8. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down, New England. Off the play fake, it's May. That'll be caught, it's Travion Henderson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. To throw again is May. Open man to Mario Douglas. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's May. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
Marked down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating out of his gun, here comes Allen. That one complete to Moore. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Allen going to give it to Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Robbins in punt formation for the Bills.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. They run straight ahead with Henderson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Greg Russo getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action, quarterbacks were under center, and then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses have to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound like linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, like, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat them.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Ooh! And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 18 on that loss. 1st down, Buffalo.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side, taken in by Coleman. And he's in! Keon Coleman, touchdown Bills. His 4th TD grab of the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Passes hit is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Good physical run. He'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They get 22 yards there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
Here we go, throw.
To throw is May. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The linebacker, Matt Milano, in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
He'll get this out wide, and they'll get about 8 out of that one. But still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is May. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action, Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
To the air on 2nd down, here's Allen. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Third and 11. From the gun, here is Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On second down, here's Allen. On throw here, right side, ball's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
48-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cook. James Cook. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Here's Bassett for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills extend their advantage to 14-3.
It's the score. Bills 14. Patriots 3. Tyler Bass to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Loose inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. For Henderson, 48 total touchdowns in 4 years at Ohio State. That is first here in the NFL. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is Strong. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Allen give this to Davis. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
On the play. Second
and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Third down, they need 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and it's good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
James Cook, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw, it's Allen. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And it's going to bring up fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And that one doinks off the right upright. No good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
Patriots.
A run, and this is Henderson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. His 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Pass completed to Douglas. Second down, they need 3.
Number 3 to Mario Douglas. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Out of the gun, here's May.
The 13-yard line.
Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone. Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Allen. Gonna send it downfield toward Knox. And they take him down. Big pickup through the air. But there is a flag on the field. Will this stand? So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills first down.